Hello everyone, hope you are doing great. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to discuss how we can download the image from the URL using URL session. So first of all, we have to create a function in Network Manager like this function that we have used in previous video to call the APIs. So let's create a function with the name of download image from URL. Okay, and in this function we have to send the URL string, which is URL string with the type is string, and in completion handler we have to just pass the same parameter like this in previous function, but we have to just replace these with UI image. So in this function, we are sending a parameter which is URL, and have to also write completed. And in receiving, we are receiving an image, UI image, when we downloaded the image from the URL. Okay. So first of all, we have to also check the image is also already present in the cache of our device or in the app, or we have to download the image again. So first, for that, we just need a parameter of name cache. We will declare here of type ns cache, and we will use ns string and UI image. So what does that mean? That variable mean? So if we just download the image one time, we will have to save that in the cache. We don't need to download the image again and again. Okay. So for that, we just need an image locally stored and also ns string as well for the name of that thing. So first of all, we have to check if let we have to check the cache. If we already have the image, we just need to write completion handler and complete that function. Otherwise, we will move to forward to the next step. So we have to check self dot cache dot object for key, which is ns string, and we will have to pass the URL string. If we have the image in the cache, we just have to do one thing, which is completed, and we will have to pass the UI image here. So we will have to, we will have to use image here. Also, we need to create a cache key here with ns string from string, which is a URL string. We have to create a cache key, and we need to pass that cache key here. Also, we just need to put a question mark here. So if we don't have the image which is nil, So we will just have to pass the nil value. So in completion, we will just complete it with that and just return from here. So next thing, we have to check the URL, which is this one. It's the same way we are checking for the API call. So instead of this string, we will have to use URL string. Okay, and in that case, instead of failure, we don't need that cases. We just only use the nil value. Okay, so we have put two cases, like if we already have the image, we just assign the image to completion handle and return that. And we also check if URL is valid of the image, we have to move forward to the next step. So for the next step, we will have to use that same way. This one, we just need to copy and paste it. If you didn't watch our previous video, you can go and watch that, so you will have an idea of what we are doing right now with these things. I already explained these things in details, so I am not just again explaining all these things. I'm just telling you what we need and what is the thing that we are using for that. So I'm just explaining this line to you. So we are using URL session dot share dot data with task, and with URL request we are using this URL, and in response we just need have a data, we have a response, and we have a error for that. So in this specific thing, we just have to check if data is coming, data is in correct format, then we will have to use that data. Otherwise, we will just put the nil value for that. So for that, we just have to use this line of code where we are checking if a data is present here, and also we just need to use an image. Let's say if we have the valid data, if we have a data, we just need to convert that data to the image format. Okay, that's the second check we have to put for that. Otherwise, if we don't have the data or valid data, we just pass the nil value for that. Okay, and we are just uh, getting the image, and from data we have to get the image from there. Okay, so that's the next step which we are using. If we have the valid data, we will just move forward to the next step, which we will just write down again. And if we don't have the valid data, just complete that statement and return to the function. In the next line, we will have to set a value to the cache parameter that we have set object for key. So in the object, we are just passing the image for that, and for key, we just have to pass the cache key. And after that, we just have to call the completion handler, and we will pass the image here as well. And after that, we have to call the task dot resume function. So it will properly call that thing and just run the whole function. Okay, so we have completed the function for using downloading image from the URL and store it into the cache of that. And also, if we just want to return back to the APIs, we can also do this way. Uh, we have completed that function. After that, we have to call that function. So we will have the image for that. Okay. So for that, we are just using a new class, a new file for that. We have created that file, which is a remote image. So in this class, we have to write multiple things like how we can show an image loader. Also, we have to create a remote image view. So if we don't have the image, we will show the dummy image for that. And also we will have to call the function that we have already created for that. Okay, let's start with the class of image loader. So we have to use final class image loader, the extension observable object. Okay, and we have to call the network manager function here. So we will get the image from that thing as well. Okay, so for that we have to create a function with the name load from URL string of type string. We will have to pass the URL string, and we have to call the network manager here dot shared dot download image from URL. So in URL string we have to pass the from URL string that we are getting in the function, and after that we have to check the image that we are getting. We are naming it UI image in keyword for that. So if we are getting the image, we have to check the image is valid or uh, the issue that we have checked in that function as well. So we have to use guard statement for that. Guard let UI image equals UI image. If we have the image, then we have to go through, otherwise we will have to return from that function. Okay, and after that we have to just assign an image to the image view that we have to publish the variable here. So we will pass that variable to the view. So for that we have to use for image of type image, which is optional. It can be a nil. We are starting with a nil, and also we have to assign self dot image equals image, because we are there assigning UI image, and we need to convert that to the image parameter for SwiftUI. So we have to pass that UI image. Also, we have to write this in dispatch queue main, so it will run in the main thread because we are updating the UI in this. Okay, so we have completed that function. We have checked if we have not returning any image, it's a nil, so we will have to return from a function from there. Otherwise, we will have to assign the image to that. So the next thing we have to create is a remote image structure with a view. When we are passing this, so let's say we are calling the function and we don't have the image for that. uh, and we are calling the function for that, we have to assign some dummy images for that. So we have to use var image variable for that, which is also optional. It can be an, and in the body we are setting image dot resizable, or if we don't have the image, we will have to set the dummy images for that. I already added a dummy image here, which is this one. We just have to copy and paste it here, dot resizable as well. So we have completed that function, and the last thing we have to create a struct with the name of appetizer remote image view, type of view, and here in this we are using an image loader and remote image for that. So for that, first of all, we have to have a state object for that of image loader, that we have created a class of type image loader equals image loader, and we have to have a URL string of type string. So we have to create those before body, and in the body we are using remote image, and we are passing image loader dot image, and after that on appear we will have to use image loader dot load from string, which is a URL string. So here we have write all the things which is required to call that function. We have called that function. From here we have created a dummy image if we don't have the image, and in the appetizer remote image view we have created that thing, and also on appear we will have to call the image loader dot load image for that. Okay, so these are the required things to call that function, and if we don't have the image we will have to show the dummy image for that as well. So the next thing, we will have to call that function and show it to the view. So in the cell that we already created, which is appetizer cell, so here you can see we have the appetizer remote image. So instead of this, we will have to use our own class name, appetizer remote image view, and the name of the image, which is the URL that is returning from the API that we called in last video. We will have to pass that thing, and also we are setting the frame for that. We are setting the aspect ratio. We are setting the corner radius for that thing. So let's run the app and check if there is any error, or if we have anything that we need to change for that. It will just take some seconds to open up the simulator, and after that it will show us the result that we just call for that. Just wait a while, it's opening. So here you can see it's open up, and it's also showing the image in the list view. So hope you learned something new, which is downloading the image from URL. You can use it anywhere. We are just using it in the list. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe our channel for more relevant videos regarding iOS and SwiftUI. Also, we will try to start a new course regarding HTML or any other language as well. So please comment down below if you need a specific video. And thanks for watching and happy coding. We will see you in the next video.